Okay, I'm trying a new form of recording. I'm going to use iMovie instead of just the annoying quick capture on YouTube. That seems to give me really, really poor quality photo or videos. So I'm going to see if this is any better, because Caitlin suggested that it would be. And by the way, she has her own video log now. She's, I forget her name. Hold on, I'll look it up. Redhead Violist, something like that. She's, just look at my channel. She's on there. Anyway, she's the one who experiences most of my shoe store adventures with me, which is good. And I'm going to be really sad when she goes to Syracuse for school in the fall, because we won't be working together. And that's just kind of a bummer. We've gotten really close this year. We weren't this close this last summer, but we're good. So, speaking of Caitlin, today we had quite an adventure. Aside from being really slow, which we were, like, the whole day. I guess not the whole day. We had several customers. We were really slow, and she and I decided to organize the fit flops, which are hanging on, like, this rack. So, like, we're sitting there organizing them, and she realizes that she needs this little hanger that the flip-flops hang on. And, so she's like, hey, Taylor, will you go find me a size 11? I think it was an 11. So I go back into the room, or back to the workbench, which has a drawer that has, like, all these hangers and everything on it. And for the life of me, it was so disorganized, I couldn't find it. And the hangers are about this big. This big. I don't know if you... There. That's better. There were, like, thousands of them. I don't really know how many there were, but there was somewhere at least around 1,000 of them. I don't think that's much of an exaggeration, if any. It may be a little less. So I was, like, sorting through them, and in the midst of sorting through them, getting frustrated, not being able to find a size 11, I decided that I was going to organize them, since we didn't have any customers, and we still had 2 hours left of work. So then Caitlin and I proceeded to spend the next, like, hour and a half going through and organizing all of these little plastic hangers. We threw away a few. It's just like, if we have 80 of a hanger, I don't think we're going to get 80 returns in, you know? Like, I just don't think we will. All in one day. Anyway, during this time, we made an amazing discovery. And it was these belts that were Mr. and Lady Canterbury. Like, total old school. This one's from, Mr. Canterbury is from, it says 6'7". That has to be 97, because that is not that new. So he's got, like, he's rocking the mustache in the sleeping cab. And this is, Lady Canterbury. She says 06, but maybe that's 96. I don't know. They're pretty old, though. So, this is Mr. Canterbury and Lady Canterbury. And I've been treating them like puppets today. And, hi, Lady Canterbury. How are you today? Oh, I'm fine, Mr. Canterbury. And, anyway. It's just kind of dorky. What was the other thing? I'm congested. I'm having allergy trouble. Because it's Oklahoma. I want to get running shoes, and I redid the New Balance display today, and it made me want to get running shoes even more. But because we get paid a week late, and my paycheck for this week was from the week of the 4th of July, where I had 2 days off instead of the one that I'm supposed to have, it was not so hearty. Not quite the hefty paycheck I generally hope for. So that was a bit disappointing. Can't really think. Oh, Laura and I were kind of going through and double checking the sale room and make sure it was in correct order, which it wasn't. And we found a pair of size 12, I think. Size 12, like bright red Crocs, like those ugly plastic shoes. And Laura wears a size 5, like ladies 5 shoe. And so naturally, we made her try them on, and she's like walking around the store, and these shoes are like, she could fit 3 of her foot in this shoe, which she doesn't even have 3 feet, so what's the point of that? But like they wouldn't even stay on. They were huge on her. It was hilarious. And I always wonder about, like, I wear a size 10. I have like big feet for a girl because I'm kind of tall. And so I'm like, I wonder what a men's size 13 would look like on me, if it would even make my foot look that small. I mean, I know it's 5 sizes too big for me, but self-conscious moment. Our vacuum, I want to say sucks. I always want to say sucks, but the problem is it doesn't suck. We have like the world's worst vacuum, and it's supposed to be like this $800 magnificent commercial vacuum or something, and it's awful. It doesn't pick up anything anymore. Like, in order to get it to pick something up, you have to stand it like at a 90-degree angle and like push it from behind, and that's just weird. It's awkward to do, and even then, a lot of the times it doesn't pick things up. So it's really bad. And so Chad was saying something about how we need to replace our carpet, which would be nice because it's kind of ugly right now. I got to do minor bookwork the other day, and I was really excited. It wasn't like anything important. I got to add 3 columns of things and write them down in a book. But you know what? That's a big deal to me. It's like greater responsibility. So, yeah. I think that's all for tonight because I'm starting to kind of ramble. But anyway, you should go look at Caitlin's stuff too, because I'm sure we'll have different viewpoints of the same story on a regular basis. If you want some good entertainment, do an analysis. Cross-analyze it. Make a chart. I don't know. Good night.